GCS EU qualifier #1. All of Europe has participated, trying to get the slot to Shanghai, China for the next GCS season. And now we're down to the best 4. HawK and OrcWorker playing it out here right now in the lower bracket. Cash and Foggy already waiting in the upper bracket. That's the game we're gonna have next. After this one, best of 3, of course, to decide who moves on to the next round in the lower bracket. Best of 5 will be our grand final, by the way, with no advantage going to either player from upper or lower bracket. We see this matchup a lot in our Chinese competitions. Lots of tower rushes involved from the likes of TH and Infi. Not just with the Archmage, but also with a Fire Lord. But HawK seems to be... yeah, especially on this map, of course, Archmage will always be the choice. AZ is pretty good for humans. What determines a good human map? Level 3 Archmage. This is what it's all about. On level 2, it seems like you can do barely anything. But once you get level 3 and access to the level 2 water elementals, you become a lot stronger. So you're gonna get a lot of experience right here. Immediately get level 2. You can creep this with militia only. You can spread out across the map. Try to gather some more experience from little camps. And will be the Orc's job to prevent this creeping as best as possible. Blade Master scouting, grunt movement will have to be on point. Thank you very much, Or, with the 125 bits again. Have another 125 is what he says. Thank you very much. So for the scouting here, the dream would be to steal the last hit, but that really should not be working out. 5 militia here called to creep this. That's quite a few. But the tech will still be in time, it seems. Claws of attack, exactly what OrcWorker was hoping for. OrcWorker has qualified for China quite a few times. I think 3 times by now. Once there though, his tournament results were not too impressive. He never really got beyond the group stage. Having some good games against the likes of Infi. I remember his game as if it was yesterday at WCA in the group stage where he said, yeah, Infi, no problem. And that's when Infi was still really, really scary. I mean, he still is, of course. But he was very convinced that he could win this game, that best of 3. And he did. He won that with 2-0 seemingly easily. And actually, AZ was one of those maps. I don't actually remember the second one. But AZ was one of them. So, militia simultaneous creep, that is pretty standard here towards the Murlocs. Let's compare the techs real quick. Ooh, the Orc tech is far ahead. So actually the 4 militia did hurt him a little bit. The 5 militia, excuse me, for the first camp. Should have perhaps tried to do that with only 4. Blade Masters level development here isn't too impressive, but it never is on AZ. He's honestly giving the Archmage quite a bit of freedom to level up here. Oh, he's gonna find this one though, and should be able to steal it. Windwalk's running out, however. But with the claws especially, he will... oh no! He missed it! Did you see that? He was up in the air and then the Windwalk ended. So it actually goes towards the Archmage. That was less than half a second. Oh my god, how unfortunate. However, AM still needs one more creep kill for his level up. He's gonna get it though. He is close to the Orc base. Only needs to kill one more wizard. But he's low HP. So when the SH comes out, this is still scary. Even if the Blade Master is only level 1 himself. But here we go. Level 3 AM ready. Tier 2 for him still pretty far away. So no Beast Master on the horizon. HawK in general, more of an MK player, I feel. MK, 1 base, map control. The base push and tower push, not usually too much his style, I would say. This Thriller region here is gonna be real nice. Gonna heal up his footy as well as the Archmage. And oh, so much region here. How much can the Blade Master cancel? He has no Windwalks left, so not too many most likely. And this is gonna be, oh my god, so much mana for the Archmage. So many water elementals. Is he gonna go for the Beastmaster as well? It's still gonna take a while. The grunts see this coming early. SH almost done. Tier 2 buildings coming up behind. But this lodge especially should be easily cancelable. There's gonna be a second water elemental here in just a moment. But he's not committing to the base yet. The footies, 5 of them, could decide to dive. But there's a bouncer and an SH. Has to go for heal wave first here. This means this Archmage is in way more safety than usual. And he's just going for the grunts. He leaves the tier 2 buildings be and this grunt is surrounded. The first one has already died. I don't see this one getting away. Actually, it may just slip out and away to safety. Oh, but with the footies diving for the kill. Yeah, this one's definitely dead. And this is level 2 water elementals. My dear friends. So powerful early on. Oh my god, is he gonna lose this grunt as well? Is he really gonna lose all 3 grunts? I think this one's gonna remain alive, but already two being lost is super painful. In the main base. MK coming. Beastmaster could have been so damn scary. But HawK, he prefers the MK. And now, with 2 grunts down, he should have all the safety in the world to go on a solo creeping mission with his MK over here. That would be level 2 for him right away. If the Archmage doesn't join in. Level 2 now finally for the Blade. He has the crit available right here. Go to speed. Oh! Ivories? MK tower push, really? Oh damn.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm sorry. The screen is looking weird. I didn't even realize this before. Alright. Now it's better, right? Yeah, now it's correct. Sorry about that. But we're in time to see the tower push. With an MK, very unusual. Normally this would always be a Beastmaster. And HawK playing it pretty aggressively. I thought he was going to go into a creeping game, but no. He says moving across and almost getting the first walker here. Heavily prioritizing the damage on them. He has one more Stormbolt, but nice saves here. With that Scroll of Speed, he's keeping all of his units alive for now. Yeah, that 3-minute delay. You guys are only gonna see it later. Going for the MK next. Level 1 hero is about to die. Can the Blade Master reach? With a Windwalk, he doesn't quite get there. He's going for a different target instead and now going to the towers. If he can cancel these, this should be really good for him. One walker is gonna fall. He cancels one tower. I think he's gonna get the other ones as well, right? There's the next. Oh, it finishes just barely. Does he have the repair? 2 towers are up, but the damage is too high. Onto one of them at least. Blade Master in trouble as well. Tower is down. But one is still standing. And everything's dropping low. In fact, everything's dropping low on both sides. More and more casters are dying. Archmage getting solo experience over here, man. This is dangerous. Both of them close to death. He's gonna get another Raider. This AM is basically level 4. He needs to kill this peon only. And that's the level up for him. But the tower finds the kill. Come on, kill one more. And that's it. Level 4. 1 tower's up. Second one is on its way. But he has nothing left. 0 casters remaining. There's more coming from the base. Of course. Can the towers hold him in this? Maybe. If OrcWorker commits to this tower though, he could get the kill. But there's another one behind. Water Elemental buying time as well. Oh, MK way too far forward. Nice and snares around. That's gonna be an easy kill. With a crit, he finishes him off. But it's level 1 only. He's gonna be back kind of soon. 2 guard towers are up. More on their way. Casters now coming from the main as well. Can he maybe go for an Archmage attempt? Speed Scroll, Hex and Snare. Try to kill him off. Force the TP. I think he can. Level 3 SH by the way. Very close. He only loses the altar, that doesn't matter too much. For now though, he's catching out reinforcements. It's gonna be level 3. Use the heat wave before here. Could have waited maybe a little. Oh, that's double level up. Archmage needs to always be careful. So now we have towers here, but they're not in range of the main building of the stronghold. And these reinforcements, man, how are they supposed to get to this position? Maybe you should pool some in the main. But now the Archmage can move forward against the Boros. He has a couple of casters again. Good focus fire though. Gets rid of one of the priests. MK coming from the main again, taking the long way around to make sure he's going to arrive here. So no more reinforcements for HawK, but no more mining for OrcWorker at the same time. Very unusual position now that we find ourselves in. And full out base race it seems. Does he have pillage? It's coming. Halfway through is the pillage upgrade. And when he... Already though, one tower in the making. HawK was expecting this, I guess. But this farm's in trouble. There's a TP here on HawK's side if he needs to come home to defend. At the moment he doesn't need to yet. Only once his peasants are in deep trouble. That's when he has to come home, I guess. Here comes the TP. And... very far back. Super defensive. Very good position, of course, for HawK. One peasant dies. And the towers... they don't have vision. They don't have vision. They can't attack. OrcWorker is still looking for the fight. The peons are not mining. They've come over here. There's some over here as well. Should resume their mining work. 31 against 40 supply, but OrcWorker can't make anything for such a long time. He's super supply stuck with all these boros he lost. But he didn't take any losses here. Aside from these peons back here. MK still very weak, 1.5 only. These Orc heroes on the other hand, 3-3 for them. Very few heal selves, however. He can just kill the towers, right? A few of his units are slowed though. Should look to disenchant those. Oh, he doesn't have disenchant. He's only on initiate for the walkers. Yeah, but now these towers, there's no repair for them. There's no way these remain alive. HawK way too far away here to do anything about this. What a weird game. A tower push into a base race, and now? What now? Just, I guess, MK leveling up. In the end, it's gonna be one base versus one. How curious of a game. The thing is, HawK is the only one who can produce now. OrcWorker is still super supply stuck, so if HawK can drag this out until he has 50, 60 supply, get level 3 MK ideally, I think this would be nice for him, but he has very little information right now where OrcWorker is. He doesn't want to solo creep his Mountain King, feels that's too dangerous probably at the moment. But more and more casters are coming. Oh, OrcWorker though. He may have a very nice find over here. There's gonna be a creep jack. This will have to be a TP out from HawK. How much can he get before he has to leave? He gets the big one. Oh, and actually, he walks past him. He does not find the creep jack. I thought for certain he was gonna get it. He gets the sorceress, but HawK is happy about this. But OrcWorker, yeah, he saw the rally. He must know that HawK is down here, so in the end it will have to be the TP. But he grabbed up a lot of experience. Invis on his heroes. Invis on most everything. He has more. Double invis! They casted each other invisible. I didn't even know that worked. And then he attacks the cage and becomes visible again. You have to do it at the same time. You see this? And then they both become invisible. And there's no detection here for OrcWorker. But he's creeping up more. Sentry ward over here still. Giving vision of the main. Blade Master is getting closer to 4. So is the SH. But the invisible human. Do you guys remember that game between Spell and Mio? With the invisible surrounds? Back in the old EPS days. Alright, here we go. Next Merc camp being taken. Oh, but he's in trouble in the main again. Does he have a TP to get home? He does. And the Robo of the Magi, that's a nice find for him. Getting closer to level 3 as well. This will almost be level 3, right? But in the meantime, his main's in trouble. Shop's already gone. No more breakers, but he has a decent amount here. 4 breakers already. MK, that's his level 4. He has a TP. There's no way he can walk home, right? More and more building damage. Does he have the burrows again? He's still supply stuck. OrcWorker still cannot produce. But with this, he will finally be able to again. But he just walked home. With militia support as well, he's going to engage this battle. Going for the MK right away. But quickly to move him back. Scroll of speed. Scroll of the beast, excuse me. But Invul to keep him safe. Archmage in trouble now. He has the TP should he need it. But there's Invis as well. And there's no disenchant. This TP was not necessary. This Archmage was safe actually. Oh no, there's a Sentry Ward still. There was still the Sentry Ward. I forgot about that one. And GG from OrcWorker already? He taps out. I guess he didn't have the Scroll of Speed anymore and he was going to lose everything there. He didn't have Disenchant, of course. Still didn't have the upgrade for the Walker, so he couldn't dispel the slow. OrcWorker looking for that attack, I guess in the end, and not successful with it. So that's the 1-0 lead for HawK. After a very unusual game. And we go on to Last Refuge next. We saw how much that early Archmage did for him. How powerful he was, killing 2 grunts in the early stages of the mid-game. Really, really good. Finding a level 3 Archmage here on LR is really difficult to do. So that makes this map choice understandable, but it's usually a pretty good MK map. Just, you know, creep up on tier 2, play passively, get level 3 MK, level 3 Archmage. And then played standard. But HawK has shown that, you know, he may look towards tower pushes, and this also not the best tower push map, of course. We've been seeing a lot of Firelord in the meta recently in China, but it never really had a presence in Europe, it seemed. Neither from HawK nor from Yaz back when he was still playing. So without much downtime at all, we head into map number 2. HawK here with the lead. This is OrcWorker's map choice. What's his plan here? Is there a special plan? Sorry, had to blow my nose there. It's hay fever season, as some of you I'm sure are experiencing yourselves. So the usual creep route here for the human is this green camp into the Murlocs. Now if the orc is fast, he can arrive here pretty early, steal a few last hits, and if he does it well enough, keep the human on level 1, and that's a big deal. Even after grabbing up the first item from the Ogre Warrior over here. That seems to be the opening as well from OrcWorker. Pretty standard here with a shop after the first creep. Of course, the humans are the ones who dictate the pace of this game, always. There's a variety of different strategies to choose from, and it's the orcs who have to react. One base map control with an MK, that's the most standard European strat, I would say. Expansions or tower pushes, all 3 are possible. And in fact, there was a bit of a curveball by HawK on map number 1. MK into a tower push. That didn't seem to be too successful, but the supply block with all the burrow kills was very potent and proved to be difficult to deal with in the end.
A player's forces are under attack.
So here we go. Claws for the Archmage. Exactly what the Blade Master is hoping for himself. Gets the circlet. Nice as well. And here we go. Green camp into green camp. Hoping for the quick level 2. Blade Master. Some orcs even pop the Scroll of Speed here to be down south quicker. And that's what he does. Scroll of Speed plus Windwalk to arrive in time to steal some of the last hits. He won't be in time though to keep him on level 1, will he? He's going for the Archmage right away, in fact. Grunt block will have to be on point. Not quite fast enough. Let's look at the techs. One borrow very fast from the orc side. And the human, excuse me, decently quick behind. Oh, what's this? Simultaneous creeping with militia over here. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, but it gets scouted by a grunt. This makes this dangerous. Is he still gonna go for it? Yes, he is. Ooh. If the Blade Master shows his face down here, which he will, this can be scary. But with this, he's exposing his main base at the same time. Wow, I like this opening from HawK. Really cool early game by him. He cancels the burrow. Of course, he can still make grunts. But he needs another one for the second hero. With this, however, the Ogre Magi will go over to the Orc. But he can creep the Trapper here. The remaining bits from the earlier camp. Has to wait a little bit longer for the mana. Blade Master will secure the last hit with a Windwalk. That's close for him now as well. The Archmage will take quite a bit of damage here, thanks to the Ensnare. But it is experience. That's the most important thing. Oh, nice grunt scouting. Did he see it? I think he did. So can these footies find the level 3 for their first hero? I don't know that they will be able to. Shop coming up once again outside the base. Ideally you would like to have that behind the farm wall.
Forces are under attack.
But not possible here. So he's gonna get the burrow in time for the second hero. So the cancel didn't do too much in the end. And the footies take out the last little trolls here. I really like this. And that means... oh, is that enough? It should be. It absolutely should be. And it lines up perfectly for his level 3. Oh man. And that means these bestiaries and lodges in trouble again. But the AM is low on mana. So he can only go for the one elemental. As the Blade Master was farming up items. 2 consumables here. The illusion and the replenishment for him. And here come the 2 Sanctums. Again, MK second. So he delayed the tier 2 buildings a little bit. Actually, the lodge is quite late. So the peons, having been forced into burrow defense, did cut into his lumber quite a bit. As it turns out in the end. But it doesn't seem like... is this going to be a tower push again? I was very surprised by it the first time around.
Player's forces are under attack.
Let's see how this shapes out. SH comes out, continues creeping here. Blade Master is going to hit level 3, but level 3 SH is going to be hard to acquire here, it seems. And HawK is taking the long way around to go for the main again, I guess? Let's see. That's a weird timing, though. Of course, he can't know how late exactly these Spirit Lodges are. But this doesn't seem to be too fruitful. Let's see. Can he get the lodge? I don't think so. He's spreading the damage. One onto this burrow and... oh, I guess he's gonna get this burrow. With this water elemental helping, he may be able to, but Hex is coming in. Not quite the most damage. MK, aggressive himself, making his way across the map. If this water element had been attacking this burrow, he could have supply stuck him. Here's the next one, though. And he's gonna get grunts now as well with a Stormbolt. So many things to manage for OrcWorker. Hard to not take any losses. And in fact, he's gonna lose the next grunt. Uh-oh! It's the same as AZ! Amazonia all over again. Way killed 2 grunts. This may be the 3rd one. Stormbolt is cooling down. Oh my god. I was thinking a kind of a weird attack. I wonder what he's gonna do here, but with the Stormbolt he can kill so many of these grunts. 3 down. I think he got 1 caster there, but well worth it, man. Easily well worth it. So what now? Tower push, follow up again? Or just creeping game from here? There's no lumber mill yet. And he's gonna keep creeping here a little at least. OrcWorker gonna creep up himself, but with 3 grunts missing, the damage is so much lower. Wand of the Wind, pretty nice against the MK to keep the bolt from coming in. Greater Inbolt, very, very good drop. For him, it's gonna be his level 2 as well, going to get closer to level 4 Archmage at the same time, and now he can still take out his laboratory, still take out his Merc Camp, and that's why this is a pretty good map for MK. You will be able to get level 3 if you solo creep him, but yeah, at the moment he's still creeping along with his Archmage. SH did find good experience himself, getting close to level 3 already. Stormbolt invested again. Ooh, Mana Stone. Very, very nice find. He has crazy mana regen now, and also he's gonna have a lot of Stormbolts, additional ones, if he needs them in big fights coming up. MK now almost level 3. We have the first couple of breakers coming out. 10 supply advantage for HawK here. Roundabout. This Blade Master, though, is starting to become pretty scary. And now, is he gonna look for the creep jack here? These casters exposing themselves a little. Blade Master would love to find some kills here. The MK would be the best one. There's still an invul on his side. Speed scroll here. There was a hex. Has to go for the invul now, before the next hex comes in. Blade Master in a bit of trouble himself. Bad position for the casters. More end snares coming in. I think that's the only one he had, though. Scroll of the Beast could be getting stolen, but there's actually only 1 walker. Not enough mana. Militia support now coming from the main. Amazing position for the human to find himself in. MK still up in the air. No invul anymore, though, remember. Militia are falling one after the next. Mana Stone used already to keep this Blade Master controlled. Can he find the kill during the stun duration? No. Heal wave coming in as well. He needs to get a new invul here. It seems he slowed down, makes this all a little bit more difficult to do. Stormbolt coming in again. SH, how much more mana? No mana! 0 mana left. Only a scroll of healing. There is still another Stormbolt. The Archmage, the Blade Master could be in trouble. Level up for him, though. Where's the Stormbolt gonna fly? It goes towards the Blade Master. He is taking the damage. TP transfer. Doesn't want to risk his own life here on the MK. And he actually even saves the Sorceress, man. OrcWorker seemed to be in trouble there, with no more healing from his side. But he forces HawK away. Go towards his Merc Camp now. That's gonna be level 4 Archmage. A nice item. And more time to get more of an army. He wants more breakers. He wants to be able to steal all of the Spirit Link, making the targets for the Orc more vulnerable.
Forces are under attack.
Scourge Bone Chimes will be getting sold. That would have been the dream drop for OrcWorker. Over here there's a lot of great items to find. Khadgar's Pipe would be really good for him, for example. The Medallion, not so much. May save it for the SH, but it's a lot of gold. 250. Oh, he is actually keeping it. Okay. Valuing that intelligence very highly. HawK gets the scraps of this camp here. More experience for him. MK getting closer, kind of to 4. But we don't see Bash here. We don't see... what's it called? Clap. But Bash instead. And the creeping continues. We have a couple of camps left, not too many. Both players still sitting in no upkeep. Is there... oh, there's no TP on HawK's side. That's a little risky. If he was to get backstabbed, this could be dangerous. I like the scouting, though. Invis Water Elemental, always looking out for the Orc. And also nice peon scouts here. Good scouting from both players. Burger Bolt just subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much, man. Welcome. Ring of Regen. Ooh, I really like that item, actually. MK will constantly be taking damage. And usually we'll have a lot of time for that Ring of Regen to gain some value. Ring of Regen for the Blade Master as well. Same for him. And the second subpar item, by the way, from the Overlord, the Hood of Cunning. Could have had much better drops. MK with a Ring of Protection, making him a bit more tanky. I actually think that's nice. MK will be a tank a lot of the time in these battles. So who's gonna break first? Both around the same time here, it seems. Getting closer to 60 supply. He sold... What did he sell? Something. Keeps the tank items though on the MK. I really like that. I am getting closer to 5 as well. Oh! OrcWorker still has this camp to be taken. When he gets 5 heroes, that's really strong for him. Same is the case, of course, for the human. Belt. Once again, not the greatest item. Can be nice for the Blade Master against the MK, but there's so many better drops he could have gotten. But Hood, Medallion, and Belt, all three subpar. HawK's moving across. Still no TP for him. He needs to get an invul, definitely. And we'll grab it up right here. Is he gonna play it safe and wait for the TP before he moves into the Orc base? Or will he even move into the Orc base? Fighting against the Voodoo Lounge at the Shadowhunter's back is always scary. And difficult. The creeps are slowly disappearing. We have barely any left. Of course, the human is looking for narrow chokes towards the late game. This is fairly wide open territory. Going for the Blizzard. Oh, I didn't see the Tome of Retraining actually. Where are the ensnares? He needs to use them, otherwise this is way too much damage. Scroll of Speed again used early on from the Orc. He doesn't have a scroll left now. Invul popped on the Archmage. That's the big one. Such great synergy with that Blizzard. Still has to reposition though. Remember, there's no Scroll of Speed left for the Orc. That's pretty dangerous once these Raiders start getting slowed, and they are now. Archmage in trouble. Invis cast right away. He's close to level 5 actually. OrcWorker is dropping low in supply. The Blade Master is in trouble. Has to go for the invul here in a second. After the crit, he uses the invul, but only 7 seconds. After that, he can get storm bolted again. The MK has the mana, and there it is. He's under control again. Level 4 for the Archmage. Even Militia now coming from the main base. Everything's dropping low. SH has more mana though. Blade Master is finding the crits. Is there invis again? There is. To keep him controlled further. Here's the storm bolt. Here's the focus fire, and the Blade Master dies. And that has to be the GG. Pretty much for certain. Archmage getting controlled again, but that was the last ensnare. GG from OrcWorker, and that is the 2-0 for HawK. And OrcWorker is out of qualifier number 1. HawK survives one more round in the lower bracket.